We've got the final patch for TFT set 14. We're going to go over all the changes. They normally like to do something pretty fun at the end of the set, so we're going to cover that and more right now. So first things first, they're buffing pretty much everything because things are just more fun when they're buffed up a little bit, right? Especially like end of set. I know everyone's doing their last minute climbs to get whatever rank they want for the end of season rewards, but starting up we have Nitro, Kindred, Seraphine, Zyra, Echo, Twisted Fate, Darius, Braum, and Jinx, and also Varus, Aurora, Kabuko, Renekton, Chugbug, and Chonk's Treasure Mode also is returning. So pretty much at the end of the set, they kind of buff up champions that were not played too much. Like Kindred reroll, never really a thing. When you played Nitro, you mainly like carried Jhin or some random person like Nefiri. Seraphine and Zyra were pretty good, but you know, they're never like mainstays. They're kind of just like a niche comp. So that should be kind of fun to try out. Next up we have is Zac. He's being adjusted, we'll see how, and then reworking 6 Cypher and 3 new augments. Odd that they're adding 3 new ones right at the end, but rotating shop stuff, Lee Sin, Blitzcrank, and I think that's Malphite. And yeah, there's a new set coming out in 2 weeks, July 30th. So if you have not checked out my set 15 preview, I do recommend doing that. It'll probably be one of the recommended videos. If not, you could just click on my channel and kind of check it out there. But yeah, Chonk's Treasure is returning, and then Hyperroll. This is going to be our last chance to play it. Wait, really? I had no idea. I didn't play too much Hyperroll, but I thought there was a lot of people that actually really liked it. Onto the systems, we have hacks. Black market augments have a much higher chance of appearing on 2-1. Large changes, large like the reveal for KO Coliseum during our dev drop, which aired over the weekend. Or, you know, the Bunny Muffins rundown as well also exists. Yeah, new Cypher 6 is added. Cypher 6 2.5x intel multiplier. Cypher 6 90 attack damage and ability power. Holy cow. So they're essentially adding Cypher emblems and augments. Oh, that makes sense. And that's why Cypher 6 is on the table. So you can get some wacky Cypher cash outs. So if you get anything super duper crazy, like more crazy than normal, that's only possible with Cypher 6, let me know down in the comments or the Discord. Should be fun to kind of check out. Nitro health per scrap 12 to 14. Okay, just like a small buff there. And then 1 cost champions, Kindred, getting sizable buffs to 4 costs and then a little bit to 3 costs. They're saying build Deathblade for that. Yeah, it makes sense. Deathblade is really good if you have high multipliers because it gives you a lot of AD. So maybe she could just one-tap things at 630 that she couldn't at 560. I'm not sure. I just never had a 4-star Kindred before because Kindred was never like my primary carry whenever I was playing this set. 2 cost champions, Darius healing is going to be buffed up at 3-star. Echo, everywhere he is, he's going to be buffed up. Echo was just like a trait bot for most of the set, unfortunately. You just played him whenever you played Nico, and that was pretty much it. 3 cost champions, Jinx AD rocket ratio is going to be increased at 3-star. So Jinx was really good with Rengar early on, but then once they nerfed Rengar, Jinx kind of just fell out of favor, you know? Kind of sad stuff. 5 cost champions, Aurora swap unit attack speed is going to be nerfed at 1 and 2-star, but the split damage is going to be buffed. So more power to her, less power to the person that she's helping. So you want to focus more on damage builds on her instead of just being a Morello bot or just like a casting bot to try to get the extra unit in as fast as possible. Kabuko phase 2 Enrage, 15% attack speed increase, and then phase 2 Enrage on hit bonus 2%. It probably doesn't change much there, but they're saying he's a boss-worthy fight of a retro gaming soundtrack. And then Renekton ability base damage is going to be increased by a lot at 1-star and 2-star. Renekton's always been good, like he's never been bad, but yeah, making legendaries a little bit better, should be fun stuff. Zac blob appearance rate doubled, Zac AP per blob being reduced from 2 to 1, so you have to click Zac's a lot more. Okay, that's actually, I don't like that much, and the HP per blob is being chopped in half too, so you just have to click a lot more blobs. It's like an APM check in a way, so I'd say it's more fun but more tedious. I guess since it's only lasting for 1 patch, it's not that bad. If it was for a whole set, then maybe I'd prefer the old system more. So items, Cypher emblem added, augments, Chugbug empowered damage is going to be increased by quite a bit, and then Gragas heal is going to be increased a little bit as well. Cypher crest grants the Cypher emblem, Cypher crown, etc. Think fast, black market has been re-enabled. They disabled this for pro play, so now that Worlds is over, they kind of brought it back again. And then we have some KO Coliseum spoiler changes. So Seraphine's HP, AD, AS, Armor, and MR are all increased by 1. Zyra now grants allies 1 attack speed on cast. Twisted Fate gold proc chance slightly lowered, but he generates 2 gold now instead of 1. Braum getting a AD and attack speed buff. Varus is now a sniper and sniper trait. Gain 1% damage amp per hex distance from the target. So these are just all champions that are existing in the next set and kind of just putting them more in theme of like what they are. I think all of these are legendary units actually. And then for Remix Rumble, they're changing the opening encounters a bit. changing 8-bits, countries, edgelords, and pentakill. So they're nerfing pentakill, buffing edgelord, nerfing country, and nerfing 8-bit. Champions, oh my god, this is a long list. This is bigger than Remix Rumble thing. But Corki is getting buffed up, Nami is getting huge buffs, Greg is getting huge buffs as well. Wow, why is it so much? Part of making sure every champion gets their moment in the final patch is buffing them, so we've got a list of that, all buffs. Okay, so Jax, Seraphine, Garen, Riven, Echo, Urgot, Poppy, Zac, Zed, and Kiana, they're all getting buffs. Some of them are huge though, like you look at Kiana's buff, it's like at 2-star 520 to 590, but then we scroll up a little bit. Look at this Gragas one, he's just getting more than double, that's crazy. I don't know if that's a typo or something like that. I don't actually know Gragas's numbers for that game mode, but that should be a little wild if it's like actually the case, but again, I don't know the originals. But the tower defense dummy has now the correct attack damage on his first combat. Oh, I did not know that was a bug that existed, but pretty much, yeah, no bug fixes because we're more focused on the new set. It is out on PvE, I believe, but again, I do highly recommend checking out the video I did because you pretty much get to know everything you need to know in that video. And of course, I'll be coming out on Friday with a tier list for patch 14.8 for those people trying to make their last minute climbs. But apart from that, that's going to be it for me today. Quick video, so I hope to see you all in the next one.